All right, so this is real similar, just some more examples for using the quadratic formula. We need to move everything over to one side. I think like we could move all this to the right side by just changing the signs. I'm going to go ahead and do as I usually do, and I'm going to move everything to the left side. So plus 5x, we have to plus 5x over here. We got to plus the 6. We got to plus the 6. All right, this is going to give us negative 12x squared plus 16x. And then negative 24 plus 6 is negative 18. And all this just cancels, so you get 0. Now, I know I don't like having the negative here, so I know I can divide by negative 1, but notice that all of these are even, so I'm actually going to divide them all by negative 2. And we can do that because it's an equation. All right, so negative 12x squared becomes positive 6x squared. The next one becomes negative 8x, and the next one becomes positive 9. All right, now we can go ahead and apply the quadratic formula. All right, sorry I had to stop there. So A, B, and C are labeled here for us. Let's go ahead and plug it in. So negative B is going to be positive 8 plus or minus square root of B squared. So B squared is going to be negative 8 times negative 8. So that's positive 64. It's always positive right there on that B squared. Minus 4 times A times C all over 2 times A. Okay. All right, what do we got now? 8 plus or minus square root 12 on the bottom. Let's see here. Oh, I actually do know it. 64 minus 4 times 6 times 9. Negative 152. And again, there is a way of simplifying this even beyond just pulling out the I, but that's all we're going to do. So because there's a negative in here, we're going to pull that I out here, and then this magically becomes positive. Okay? And that's it for that one. I'm going to go ahead and give you the decimal answer for it. Sometimes they do that where they ask for the decimal answer instead. So we would need to do 8 plus I square root of 152. So we got all that for the top, and then divided by 12. All right, so this is our answer, and you can toggle over and see the rest of it. So the imaginary part is 1.027, and it looks like this part is 0.666, which is 2/3. So your answer, actually, I'm just going to convert it on the calculator. So it's already in there, math, fraction, and this is what you get when you apply the quadratic formula to this. Maybe. I wonder if they're just rounding, because I'll bet they're rounding, because that 1.0 stuff, I don't think this is that big. Anyway, okay, that's good for that example. Okay. Here, let's go ahead and move this to the left side. So add 8 to both sides. Subtract 13x from both sides. You're going to get 4x to the second minus 12x. And then 5 plus 8 is a 13. And then these just cancel, so you get 0. Etc. Now, quadratic formula, we got negative b. I'll write it out real quick. 4ac all over 2a. Negative b is going to be positive 12 plus or minus. Now b squared is going to be negative 12 times negative 12. minus 4 times A times C, 13. All over 2 times A. Nice. So if you just wanted the decimal answer, you could just type that in as it is, and it would give you the decimal answer. Let's do this part. Calculator here. 144 minus 4 times 4 times 13. So we get negative 64, which is a perfect square. That's kind of nice. Let's see. Square root of 64 is 8, but there's a negative there. So it's going to be plus or minus 8i. And now you can divide that one, and that one. You can divide them all by 4. All right. So the 12 will become a 3, and the 8s will become a 2. And that would be your answer. If you wanted to make it a decimal, it wouldn't be too bad, actually. You could throw it in the calculator like we did earlier. But this would just be, you're like splitting the numerator. That would be 3 over 2, which is 1.5. And then plus or minus. And then 2i over 2 would just be I. So that would be your decimal answer, but this would just be your fractional, nice whole answer. Yep. And remember, if you're answering in that fancy form, like A plus or minus I root V over C, then A would be 8, B would be this, and the C would be 12. And that's what you would actually have to type in as far as Canvas goes. All right, that's good.